In this video, we'll be covering how to create an appointment in Blueprint. Let's jump right in. Starting in your schedule, we're going to find the day we would like to book and the time. You'll notice on the left-hand side, every hour has its own row. So if I'd like to book something for 12 p.m. on Wednesday, I find this row, slide over to Wednesday, right-click, and I'll have 4 options in 15-minute increments. After I choose my time, I'll have a patient list to choose from. This will be all of your existing patients at the location you're viewing and an option for none. The none option is meant for any events that aren't associated with a patient. That would be things like lunch, a meeting, PTO, or a holiday. You'll also notice at the bottom of this window, there's a quick add button. When we select this, it will bring up a dialog to create a quick add patient. A quick add is somebody who's not been to your practice before, and they're calling for the first time to schedule an appointment with you. This allows you or a front desk to get the basics, a first and last name, a telephone number to contact them, and the referral source, aka how they heard about your clinic. You can enter some additional details and an alternate contact, but this is meant to minimize the amount of time required on the phone in order to schedule that first appointment, and you can get the rest of their information through an intake form using our online forms tool or when they come in for that appointment. For my example today, I'm going to use an existing patient. At the top of this window, we have a search bar, so we can look that patient up by last name, first name. We highlight the patient and hit OK. And this brings up a new window to create the event and fill in all of its details. At the top, if the patient has an upcoming appointment already in your schedule, you'll see a next event row. Right now, it's displaying all of the details, but if I'd like to hide this, I can click this icon, and that setting will be saved for the next time I create an appointment. We can also hover over this icon to see a preview of the details. The location is going to fill in with the location we're currently viewing, aka the patient's default in their details tab. The calendar is the provider we are looking to schedule with. The event title will always have the patient's full name, but you can add additional information in this cell here, and it will show up next to the patient's name and the appointment type abbreviation in that event heading. The refer is what is bringing them in for this appointment. The source will autofill based on their most recent source on file, but if you'd like to use a different source, you can come over and click this blue eye, and you'll have the option of every referral source in your system, as well as any marketing campaigns they have received. In this recent interactions, you will see any recent marketing campaigns they've been part of, and you can check this off to set it as the referral source. This is helpful so that way your referral source appointments report is accurate, so you know what marketing or referral sources are bringing in appointments and revenue. Next is event type. This list is custom to your system and can be adjusted and maintained in your setup menu. Let's say they're coming in for a clean and check. Next, we have these checkboxes here. Mark busy is usually going to be checked. That's what tells the system that the provider is busy, and if you have double booking disabled, this will prevent that from happening. Companion present should be checked if the patient is bringing anybody with them, whether that be a family member or an interpreter. If you check sales opportunity, the system will look for any upcoming hearing aid orders that follow the appointment and track your opportunity closing rate in a couple of our reports. The last checkbox is for telehealth, which will add another line to your details where you can fill in information about this telehealth appointment to both send to the patient and store the link to launch when it's time. Please note that Blueprint itself is not a telehealth platform. This is just a way for you to store this information in a central place, all in your Blueprint schedule. Next, you can see any phone numbers that are on file for the patient, and we have the notes section. You're welcome to type any notes you find pertinent to this patient's appointment, and it doesn't have any limit, so put in whatever you feel relevant. Now that I've added my note, I can adjust the date, time, and duration. The date and time are set by those first steps we covered earlier, but if you need to adjust, you can type into these fields, use the up and down arrows, or for the date, click on this mini calendar to choose a new day. You can also do the same with the start time, or you can come over to the right here and click and drag the appointment to a new time. This slider is one way to adjust the duration. So if I'd like this appointment to be 30 minutes long, I can drag it here. And because I have Snap on, I don't need to be too careful about it. It will adjust to the nearest 15-minute increment. If I need it to be 35 minutes long, I can turn off this Snap feature and I can adjust it minute by minute. These plus and minus buttons will make this slider larger or smaller. The other way that you can adjust the duration of your appointment is to hover over the edge of the appointment on the right here and click and drag. You also have a couple of checkboxes here. This first checkbox, all day, will set it to be a 24-hour appointment. This is really helpful for things like PTO or holidays. Repeat, if we check this, will bring up a pop-up where we can set a pattern for this event to repeat daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. This could be really helpful for your daily lunches, your weekly meetings, or your annual holidays. You can also set the end date of this repetition pattern. If you choose no end date, please keep in mind that a maximum of 180 events will be created. Depending on the frequency of your repetition, you may have to come back into your schedule at some point to create more. Next are resources. This is an optional tool that we cover in more depth in a different video. However, if you do see these resources, you can check them off to book them for the appointment. The same way you can prevent double booking a provider, you can prevent double booking a sound booth or an audiometer. Note that if any of these resources are in bold with an asterisk, that means a resource of that type is required in order to book this appointment. Last thing is the status. Typically, for a patient appointment, you're going to leave this in tentative status. This serves as a reminder for you and your users that you need to call and confirm the appointment with the patient, or if you have our automated appointment reminders enabled, tentative is required in order for our unconfirmed reminders to go out to the patient. If you'd like to set the status as something else, you can, and you have this list here. Now that we have all of our appointment details filled out, we can complete our event whenever we're ready. That will add your appointment to the schedule, and when you hover over, you'll see all of the details in that bottom bucket. There are a few other spots throughout Blueprint where you can create appointments for patients. One is in your patient browser. You can click to highlight the patient, or while you're in the patient file, you can select this appointment option on your main left-hand menu, and it will bring up your Create Event window. You can also create events from your Orders panel by right-clicking and selecting Book Appointment. This is helpful in case you've received any hearing aid order for the patient or their aids have come back from repair. You can track that order in here and book straight from here without having to switch tabs. The last place I'll show you is in the recalls module. You can right-click any recall to book appointment. One example is the system's automated loaned aid due recall. Let's say it comes time for the patient to bring their hearing aid back in and they haven't booked that appointment. You could right-click to book the appointment from here. And that is how you schedule an appointment within Blueprint. If you'd like to learn more, you can check out our user guide or YouTube channel for additional resources. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call or submit a support ticket.